So here we are with episode 2 of I'm in Love with the Villainess. Last episode, Rae found out she got isekai into her favorite game, and now she's just out here harassing her favorite character. So we'll just have to see how she continues it in this episode. If you guys like the video, like the video. If you dislike it, dislike it. I do have my full length up on Patreon and early access to non-seasonal and some seasonal shows on the YouTube memberships. But other than that, let us get started. I forgot to mention that, like, Rae is up top, but, like, the person in second place was Misha. Which was pretty nice. Rod is just over there by her side. Ooh. Look at that blank face. You saying she can possess more than one attribute? Oh my goodness! Stone face. Yeah, she is a main character after all. It's the first event-ish. Ha ha ha! Damn, this is a nice place. Holy shit, what? Damn, she's really getting technical with that. It's not that I win. You didn't win. Damn! But we swore to God and everything. Oh, get wrecked. Don't give up. A little ominous, don't you think? Wow. God, the way that piano sounded kind of sounded a little, like, slightly hopeful, but there's like a tinge of, like, darkness behind it. Oh, that's just her saying that she loves her in her own way. You know, after watching the family circumstances and the opening and how it's so on the beat, I do like this part of the song though, but I'm looking at it whether if this is also hitting on the beat, and it's not. Oh my god, you see one of those pictures? Alright. A maid's job. Alright. Look at all those windows. Yes. Yeah! Woo! I'm here to steal your money, Claire. Yeah, come on now. High quality out here. She seems to. It's love. She's just loving just Doru. Damn, look at his mustache. I mean, you're also bullying her, so like you kind of left that part out. Hold on, hold on. Yes, get out! I always see that Claire does love her father, you know? Playing a dangerous game here, Rae. Really wants that job. Yeah, you can't say no now, Claire. What, you think that this is just a long-running joke? Well, that's the whole thing about being a maid, right? Yeah, even the dad got a little bead of sweat, but like, damn, the maid was just... Was that the head maid? Anyways, that woman, she was not fazed by anything. Yes. You know, that's what I was thinking about. I'm just like, ah. Aruso. Oh, the childhood maid? But kind of look like okra. Come on now, Claire, eat your veggies. Damn, fucking got her. Damn, double team. She was doing this. I was like, wasn't that just a book? They immediately just try to... Oh, he's caught his interest, so... But then you made it even more interesting for him. No. Come on now. What if Rod just wants to be friends, huh? Or if she's already in a good relationship with Lene. Bloom. Wow, how nice, dude. She treats her goons with, she treats her goons. That's all I'm gonna say. Pee-Pee and Loretta. Well, unfortunately, she has to. My father forced me. Says I must tame her. I get all my... Rae! I love her. Rae. As I said, well, nah, as I was about to say, Rae, if you are a, if you were a dude and you say that shit. The mystical clouds that just... What's the point of wearing towels anyways, right? It's just gonna be mist covering you anyways. You better. What? Of course. Wow. A mother who's gone. Lene was just looking at her like... The love radar just gave me so much info. Hey yo, those ears though! Wait, is she just sleep? Wait, is she sleeping in the same room as... Wait, she gets to move here now? I mean, she is a maid, I guess. Oh, you're gonna watch her fall asleep? Oh yeah, she's here watching you sleep. That's a lie. I've been out here bullying you. Can't exactly say that after, you know, what you said to her dad, so... Thank the fuck God. If this was Citrus, it would have ended way different. Hey, yo, this piano though. Ooh, have it your way. Oh my god, it's the end of the episode. What does this song remind me of? It's like the little fucking guitar and the way that she like sings. What most I can think of is that it sounds like a pop song, but I can't figure out which one. Alright, well, I'm not really writing any notes, but we're gonna go back to the center. Alright, so that was episode 2 of I'm in Love with the Villainess. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments down below. You know that I always like talking to you guys. For me, I thought that this was, I don't know whether there are elements that I like about it, but then there's the whole other element of, you know, Rae being the way that she is, and I kind of already made that mention. I don't remember if I did it in the last episode, but I definitely remember I made it in the whole, the vexation of the shut-in vampire, princess, where it's the idea of, well, it's okay, and could be funny when a woman does it, or, you know, when a girl does it in this case. Well, okay. So, like, it's funny when when a female character does it, and and you can kind of see that everybody just plays it off. Claire is the only one who's just like, stop! Stop saying this shit! I don't want her! And all the other people is just like, well, you know, she's pretty good, she's pretty talented, you know, it's a great time for her to be here and all that. And like, even though Rae is over here saying like, I love you, I love you, I love you, like, people don't really... the characters, I mean, they don't really look too much about it. Like, they don't really, cause like, and it kind of goes back to the idea of if Rae was a guy, then like these shit that she does, and also if she was a guy, then she wouldn't have been able to do the initial part of being a maid, which is helping her dress. And I was thinking about that when I was like, oh yeah, she's becoming a maid and all that, and she's specifically Claire's maid, and I was just like, wait a minute, one of the things that maids do is that they help, help their master dress and all that. I was like, oh, oh, like, Claire's just over here like, yo, I can see these eyes of yours, like, stop. Lene just comes in, it's just like, whatever. And it's just not cool, you know? It's, I don't really enjoy this whole thing, and I feel like as I grow older and I become more and more aware of the things around me, and just more and more aware of the way that I am as well, right? I don't like seeing these, and I know that this is kind of how some other Yuri kind of does it like that too, and usually I can kind of just overlook it if it's like in manga form, because it doesn't really linger on it. It kind of just sits there for one page, and I'm just like, whatever. But when it gets translated into anime form, it's just like, whoa. Although I will say for Claire, holy shit dude, what a fucking nightmare. This girl that you decided to start bullying, suddenly decided that, yeah, she likes bullying. She likes being bullied, I mean. And she just keeps pestering you around the whole fucking school, and by the time you get back to your mansion or whatever, and you think that you have a moment of respite or a moment of rest, you see that this girl has now gotten herself to the final portion of the interview to become your maid. And you're like, I don't want this girl. Get her out of here. I don't care if she does great shit. Alright? I don't like her personality. She's a fucking creep. And like, Claire even says that too. Like, you're a goddamn fucking creep. You keep looking at me with these fucking eyes, and especially you keep looking at me at my, at my naked body where I feel the most vulnerable. And when she wants she wants to not hire her, and her dad, who seems like potentially could be a very loving dad, who he hears, oh, so Claire doesn't want this girl? That's fine. If that's what my daughter wants, that's what my daughter wants. We're not gonna hire her. And as she feels just a slight moment of relief, like, oh, thank God my dad agrees with me. I don't have to hire this freaking girl. Freaking Rae just dropped something that only he and her knows, right? She says Irvine Manual, March the 3rd, 5,000 gold, somewhere around there. And because of that, it causes him to have a conversation with her, a conversation that we don't get to hear. But this is the cause for Dole. Dole? God, I'm thinking of, his name is Doe, and I'm just thinking of like the banana brand. Anyways, yeah, this causes her father to be like, yeah, sorry, Claire. You're gonna have to hire her. You're gonna have to get her and have her be your maid, unfortunately. And I love that her dad is like, look, getting someone who's meek and submissive, it's so easy to control them and whatever, but but if you want experience points, you gotta go for a higher difficulty opponent. Come on now, Claire. You gotta tame her. The absolute fucking horror that would be. It's like, holy shit, I picked the wrong person to bully. Anyways, there's this other thing that I find interesting, which I think also kind of goes in the light novel too. And I'll talk a little bit more as we continue on with this arc. We don't hear a lot of internal dialogue from Rae. She's very external with her thoughts, as you can see, and especially when she's around Claire. She will just say it, but like we don't really too much see it inside her head, because again, she's very external when it comes towards Claire. She'll have some internal dialogue in this episode, but that's just to explain the the game, the Otome game, and how it works and all that. and if she has to like talk about some flags and stuff. So for the most part, she'll have like some of those internal dialogue, but when she's around Claire, it's all external and we don't really hear what is like ticking in her brain. And so it makes some portions, and also kind of goes with this part where Rae is talking with Claire's dad, Dole. So she's talking with him, but then we don't get to hear it, and whatever she says, right? She's saying these cryptic shit. Whatever she says has gotten him to get her hired. And then there's also this part, hold on, where Rae tells Claire, part of her promise, the promise that Claire has to do now, right? She has to swear to God and all that. Rae says, don't give up. No matter what happens, never give up. Fight your way through this whole thing. And that's a very cryptic message, and especially when you see this fucking face on her. It's just like, okay, sounds a little ominous, but okay. Also, I totally forgot to look at this part where everybody, all the main character is just out here, all the important characters are out here like, damn, look at this girl, she's got an unmeasurable score and all that, and Rae was just keeping a blank face this whole entire time. She was just stone-faced, just like like, Jesus, dude. And it kind of also shows this other side to Rae, and also speaking of, her not showing an internal dialogue. We get to this part where Rae is watching Claire sleep, and and Claire having this moment where they're alone. She goes and asks again, why do you like me? And Rae just says the same thing that she's been saying. She literally just repeats herself over and over and over. I love you. And Claire is at this point where she's trying to figure out, like, do you love me like realsies, but like, do you love me because of my looks? And as Rae says, well, I love your personality too. And Claire's is like, bullshit. I know myself. I have a personality that a lot of people don't like. And because of that, you can't be in love with me for my personality. This is an awful lie, right? That's also gives a moment of vulnerability for Claire, where she's willing to say, yes, my personality, I know people don't like my personality, so like, what's your actual real reason for wanting to be with me? And also, we know that Claire sees what Rae did with her dad that caused him to hire her, so she knows that Rae has something up her sleeves. But as she goes and she says that, we just see Ray's face, and like, no thoughts in there. At least she has, I would assume she has thoughts, but it's not, being communicated to the viewer. So, from what we see, no thoughts. And we're just kind of left up to an interpretation of like, well, I don't know what Ray's doing, so she's saying some cryptic shit. She's getting herself hired by the dad by saying cryptic shit. It's just like, okay, it seems like, something is something is just spinning around in Ray's head, and we just don't know what it is just yet. Other than Claire being slightly vulnerable during the bedroom time, we get to see how Claire is just slowly reacting to Rae constantly saying, I love you. This whole, the whole fucking episode and the whole of last episode. And it's just so funny because it's like, oh, maybe Claire is getting a little bit of feelings for her, especially in the bath scene, which I'm not just going to show a fucking screenshot of the bath scene here, but imagine the bath scene, and Ray's giving her, like, I don't know, the best hair scrub of her life, and Claire's just sitting in the bathtub all like blushing and everything, and as Rae says during the bedroom time, oh, were you, did you get overheated in the bathtub? You were just sitting in there in a daze for a while, right? And it's just like, okay, You know, it's like, I don't know, right? In terms of romance and stuff, maybe, who knows? And so, I have this thought about when it comes to romance, right? If the feeling is mutual, then that's fine, that's good. But if the feeling is one-sided, it can feel really bad because, well, I don't like this person, but they keep bothering me, and they keep telling me that they love me, and I don't like it because I don't feel that the way that they do, right? I think that a lot of, well, I can't say specifically for men, I don't know if, like, it happens for men, but, like, a lot of women, they tend to have that issue where, where they'll have, like, people who likes them, and, like, they make it very obvious that they like them, but the women they're unable to return the feeling because, well, they just don't like this person, but this person keeps pursuing them. And it's the idea of, I'm gonna keep pursuing you and whittle you down until you get to the point where you're like, ugh, okay, fine. Right? Not really a good tactic, but that's kind of a tactic that some people learn from TV shows and all that, right? They think that, oh, you can't just give up if the other person says no. You just gotta continue and pursue them until they finally say yes out of just tiredness, out of just doneness. Like, they are just tired at this point. As I said, they've been whittled down, and it's like, all right, please, just, I'll say yes, I'm going on a date with you, all right? Just leave me alone. We also got to see a little bit more of Lene, and in terms of Rae projecting her thoughts onto us, she mentions that Lene is, Claire's childhood maid, essentially, right? They're like childhood friends, albeit Rae says that Lene is a little bit more like an older sister, and she comes from this wealthy family, the Arusu, and I believe they said that they sent her here as kind of like a connection between families, right? Like, hey, I'll send you my daughter over. So, you know, she can establish a connection between us. So then our company will be stronger than ever, or our family will be stronger than ever, or whatever. Other than that, I don't really, her stuff, that doesn't really stick out too much, right? She is getting along with Rae, and we can see that Lene likes Claire in terms of, like, you know, as a person, right? She cares about her. And so she sees Rae, who also cares about her, and she's just like, yeah, I think me and this girl, we're gonna get along well. And going back to the bath scene again, where Lene just straight out says, you know, you've really only just met her, and for some reason, you seem to know everything about her. And Rae just fucking shrugs that off, right? She just gets that eye off her shoulder by being like, well, yeah, it's 'cause I love her. It's just like, alright, buddy. Which, again, kind of goes back to the idea of, like, well, if it's a one-sided affection, it is not really all that good, it's not really all that fun. But, you know, it's okay, because we know that that Claire will fall in love with Rae one way or another. Well, we'll just see it, we'll just have to see how it goes. I mean, Claire had that reaction where Rae was, where Ray's like, well, I don't like her. I love her, but she says I don't like her. Claire is just like, what the fuck? What the hell? But hey, maybe that was just a reaction of like, oh, so you don't like me this whole time? Maybe that's why you've been bothering me, huh? Who knows, huh? Who knows? And then there's Rae and Rod, where Rod is interested in Rae, and Rae is just over like, oh, I totally forgot about the whole romancing stuff. I was trying to miss and, like, get my score lower, but it backfired because Rod realizes, and now he's more interested than ever, and she's just over here just trying to not hang out with him. She's just like, look, I'm Claire's maid now, alright? So I gotta go be by your side, or I don't have time for you. I don't have time for these thoughts. And Rod is also not taking no for an answer, honestly. He's just over like, look, I'm free to hang out anytime. And also, if you're with Claire, right? If Claire gets invited, you're gonna have to be there as well, right? I was gonna say, when one pursuer is pursuing the other pursuer. But during this part, Rae mentions that Thane has the most scenes with Claire in it because Claire has a crush on Thane, and so if you pursue Thane, you're going to see more scenes with her. And I like that Rae is just over here like, look, I don't want you, Rod, but Thane, please, Thane, come after me. Or at least be my friend. Oh, come on now, I'm trying to get closer with Claire here. And last, we learn that Claire's mom is dead. What a big surprise. But Claire's hair is straight, or she's naturally straight. Her hair, I mean. And she does the curls, and because of her mother, right? Her mother's got curls, and she does it because of her mother. She respects her, like she looks up to her and all that. So, that's very nice. And maybe we'll get to hear more about the mother later on. Who knows? But it's just a nice thing just to say, like, yeah, her hair is not naturally like that. She does not just wake up with curls. No, she has to do it every day in the morning. God, what a pain in the butt. But I think that is pretty much all I wanted to say for this episode. And like I said, let me know what you think about it. If I have anything else to say, I'll write it in the description down below. Thank you guys for sticking around, and I will see you guys in the next episode.